The grass was too tall for the dry season. Daniel Carter, a 41-year-old field conservationist in southern Africa, slowed his steps as the savanna stretched out in muted gold and grey. The heat pressed down early, heavy and unforgiving. Then he heard it, not a roar, a thin, broken sound, weak, strained. Daniel raised his hand, signaling the rangers behind him to stop. He crouched and parted the grass. That's when he saw it, a small shape in the dust, white, not sun-bleached, not pale gold, white. The cub lay on its side, ribs visible, breathing shallow. One hind leg dragged uselessly when it tried to move. Flies gathered at its eyes, an albino lion cub. Daniel scanned the horizon instantly, no adults, no movement. The cub was alone. Albino lions rarely survive in the wild. Their coats offer no camouflage. Their eyes are sensitive to light. And within a pride, difference can be fatal. The cub tried to stand. Failed, collapsed again. Daniel noticed marks in the soil, disturbed dirt, a dragged line, a snare. Poachers hadn't meant to catch a lion, but snares don't choose. The leg was swollen, torn where wire had bitten deep. Then a low rumble rolled through the grass. Daniel froze. 3 lionesses emerged, spreading out slowly, eyes locked, tails low. The pride had been watching. The cub lifted its head and made a weak sound. One lioness stepped forward, then stopped. The cub tried to crawl toward her, dragging its injured leg. She flinched and stepped back. One by one, the lionesses turned away and disappeared into the grass. The rejection was complete. Daniel knew the rule. Intervening with wildlife always carried consequences. But doing nothing was also a choice. He raised his radio. Base, injured albino lion cub. Snare damage, no maternal support, requesting emergency extraction. Authorization came through seconds later. They moved fast. Daniel covered the cub's eyes with a blanket. It didn't resist. Exhaustion had already won. The injury was severe, but treatable. They lifted the cub into a transport crate. As the door closed, a distant roar echoed across the savanna. Not close, but not far. At the field station, the cub received fluids, antibiotics, care. Days passed, then weeks. The swelling faded, strength returned. One morning, the cub trotted, awkward but determined. The question remained. Release meant risk. Captivity meant exploitation. Daniel chose the only path that respected both nature and chance. Return it to a protected reserve far from the original pride. At the release site, the crate opened. The cub stepped out slowly, paused, then ran, white fur flashing once before vanishing into the brush. Months later, camera traps captured images, a pale shape moving at dusk, hunting, surviving. Then one final frame, a pride at a water source, and among them, a white lion. Not alone, not rejected, accepted. In the wild, nothing is guaranteed, but sometimes, when intervention is rare and respectful, it's enough.